Hello, my beautiful home enthusiasts, and welcome back to the channel. As the air turns crisp and the leaves begin their magnificent dance, our hearts and our homes yearn for that undeniable feeling of cozy comfort. But what if your space is on the smaller side? Can you still achieve that dreamy, rustic fall aesthetic without feeling cramped? Absolutely. Today, we're transforming a tiny space into a tiny rustic haven, packed with ingenious DIY ideas to maximize both style and square footage. If you're ready to fall in love with your home all over again, make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell clicked, because you won't want to miss a single, inspiring detail. And I'd love to hear your own small space tips in the comments below. The core philosophy for a small rustic space isn't about adding more, it's about embracing intentional coziness. We're moving away from the concept of minimalism being cold and sterile, and instead, weaving in warmth through texture, depth, and soulful pieces that tell a story. Think of it as creating a curated nest. Every item has a purpose, either functional or emotional. This mindful approach prevents the space from feeling chaotic and instead fosters a sanctuary that feels both expansive and intimately inviting, a true hug for the soul as the seasons change. Let's talk color. In a small area, your palette is the foundation. We are drawing direct inspiration from the autumn landscape outside our windows. Envision deep, grounding shades of charcoal brown, olive green, and burnt orange, all balanced by soft, neutralizing tones like creamy off-white, beige, and warm grayish. These earthy hues naturally recede, making walls feel further away, while the warmer accents bring an enveloping, cocoon-like effect. This harmonious blend visually expands the room while simultaneously wrapping it in the quintessential, comforting embrace of the fall season. Now, the magic truly happens with texture. Rustic design thrives on a tactile experience that makes a space feel lived in and loved. We're layering nubby, hand-knit chunky wool throws over a smooth, worn leather ottoman. Rough-hewn, reclaimed wood surfaces meet the soft, flickering glow of a cluster of pillar candles. Introduce woven seagrass baskets, faux sheepskin rugs, hammered metal accents, and brushed linen pillows. This symphony of textures creates incredible visual interest and depth, distracting the eye from the room's limited dimensions and captivating it with a rich, sensory story. In a tiny haven, every piece of furniture must earn its keep. This is where innovation meets style. Seek out beautiful, rustic-inspired pieces that serve dual purposes. A vintage-inspired wooden storage trunk becomes a coffee table and extra blanket storage. A narrow console table behind your sofa offers a surface for decor while its shelves hold books or baskets. Consider a sleek, wall-mounted drop-leaf table for dining that tucks away when not in use. Choosing multifunctional anchors allows for a clean, uncluttered floor plan, which is essential for maintaining an airy feel. When floor space is limited, look up. Your walls are priceless real estate for both storage and style. Install floating shelves made from salvaged barn wood to display a curated collection of autumnal decor, vintage books, a small potted eucalyptus plant, and ceramic pumpkins. Hang a macrame wall hanging to add softness and bohemian flair. Even a strategically placed, leaning wooden ladder can become a vertical blanket display. This approach draws the eye upward, creating the illusion of height and freeing up every precious inch of your floor for living. For a truly transformative and budget-friendly DIY project, let's create a reclaimed wood accent wall. Source old pallet wood or fencing from a local reuse center, the more weathered, the better. Clean, sand, and cut the planks to varying lengths. Instead of a perfect pattern, adopt a random, patchwork installation method, using a nail gun to secure them. This project instantly infuses massive rustic character and warmth into your space. Stain it in a warm walnut or simply seal it with a matte varnish to preserve its beautiful, natural history. Lighting is the jewelry of your room, and for autumn, we want it soft, warm, and layered. Overhead lighting can be harsh, so focus on creating pools of ambient light. Swap cool white bulbs for warm white, 2700K, in all your lamps. Utilize a mix of light sources, a central pendant with a woven rattan shade, a table lamp with a ceramic base on your console, and, most importantly, an abundance of candlelight, real, battery-operated, or both. This layered approach creates a dynamic, cozy atmosphere that makes any space feel instantly more intimate and inviting. The simplest way to authentically connect your tiny haven to the fall season is by bringing the outside in. This doesn't require expensive decor, it requires a thoughtful eye. Gather branches with colorful turning leaves and place them in a simple ceramic vase. Arrange a bowl of pine cones, acorns, and seasonal squashes like mini pumpkins and gourds on your coffee table. Press a few autumn leaves to frame or simply scatter them on a shelf. These organic, ephemeral elements are free, beautiful, and fill your space with the genuine, earthy scent of the season. It's time for a seasonal textile swap. Lightweight cottons and linens of summer are stored away, making room for their heavier, cozier cousins. This is the fastest way to signal a seasonal shift. Drape a chunky, cable-knit throw over your sofa arm. Layer a faux sheepskin rug over your existing jute or carpet. Swap out light pillow covers for ones in velvet, corduroy, or heavyweight linen in those earthy tones we discussed. This literal and figurative layer of warmth adds immense comfort and a tangible softness that defines rustic coziness. Here's a brilliantly functional and fragrant DIY idea: create an indoor herb drying rack. Take a small, rustic branch or a piece of driftwood. Attach jute twine to both ends in several loops, hanging it on the wall. Gather bundles of rosemary, thyme, or sage from your garden or the market, tie their stems with string, and hang them upside down from the branch. As they dry, they not only create a beautiful, rustic visual display but also gently perfume your entire space with the most incredible, natural autumnal aroma. A well-placed mirror is a small space's best friend and a secret weapon for enhancing rustic charm. Instead of a sleek, modern frame, opt for one with a distressed wood frame, an antique gold finish, or even a sunburst design with natural materials. Position it opposite a window to reflect the most natural light and the view of the outdoors, effectively doubling the visual space and brightening the room. This clever trick makes your cozy nook feel more open and airy while still aligning perfectly with your rustic aesthetic. Clutter is the enemy of a small space, but storage doesn't have to be ugly. The key is to choose storage solutions that blend seamlessly with your decor. Use a large, woven seagrass basket with a lid to corral throw blankets. Stack a few vintage wooden crates to form a side table with hidden space for magazines. A beautiful, hand-thrown ceramic jar can hold remote controls. By disguising necessities within decorative objects, you maintain the serene, curated atmosphere of your haven while keeping everything you need close at hand. even the tiniest entryway, be it a mere nook, deserves a moment of autumnal glory. This is your home's first impression. Keep it simple and functional. A small, wall-mounted hook rack made of antlers or black iron can hold a favorite scarf and bag. Below, place a single, stunning pumpkin on a small stool or a narrow console table. A tiny tray for keys and a small woven mat completes the vignette. This micro-moment sets the cozy, rustic tone for the entire home the second you walk through the door. A truly immersive space engages all the senses. We've touched on sight and touch, but let's consider smell and sound. Simmer a pot of water on the stove with cinnamon sticks, orange peels, and cloves for an all-natural air freshener. Invest in a small, essential oil diffuser with scents like sandalwood or cedarwood. For sound, create a calming playlist of soft acoustic music or nature sounds. These subtle elements work in the background to deepen the feeling of retreat, transforming your small space into a multisensory sanctuary. Your dining area, however small, can become a breathtaking autumnal focal point. Drape a simple burlap runner down the center of your table. For a centerpiece, use a wooden dough bowl or a long, narrow tray filled with those natural elements: moss, mini pumpkins, and candles of varying heights. Use rustic ceramic plates, cloth napkins in a complementary color, and vintage-style cutlery. Even for a simple meal, this thoughtful setting creates a sense of occasion and transforms your tiny nook into a warm, inviting harvest feast. Your bedroom should be the ultimate cozy cocoon. Continue the textural layering here with the most impact. Start with a duvet cover in a neutral linen. Layer on a heavyweight quilt or a knit blanket at the foot of the bed. Pile on an abundance of pillows in different sizes and textures: velvet, wool, faux fur. A soft, plush rug on the floor is a must. Keep lighting low and warm with bedside lamps, ensuring this space feels like a peaceful, rustic retreat designed for rest and rejuvenation. For renters or anyone hesitant to commit, a DIY painted floorcloth is a perfect temporary solution to add rustic pattern. Take a large piece of heavy canvas or drop cloth. Prime it with a mix of latex paint and fabric medium. Once dry, use painter's tape to create a simple geometric or classic checkerboard pattern. Paint in two contrasting earthy tones, like cream and charcoal brown. Once sealed with a polyurethane, it becomes a durable, washable area rug that adds immense personality without permanent alteration. If you're fortunate to have even a tiny balcony or a window with a view, leverage it. Make that connection to the outdoors a deliberate part of your decor. Place a small bistro table and chairs outside with a warm blanket draped over one chair. Arrange a few pumpkins and a lantern. Keep your window treatment simple and open during the day to frame the natural view, effectively borrowing that space and extending the feeling of your room beyond its four walls, making it feel instantly larger. Ultimately, what makes a house a home are the personal touches that speak to your story. This is what separates a styled space from a loved one. Display a cherished family photo in a rustic wooden frame. Hang a piece of art that evokes a fond memory. Use your grandfather's old toolbox as a unique side table. These personal artifacts infuse your space with genuine soul and heart. They are the conversation starters and the emotional anchors that make your tiny rustic haven uniquely and undeniably yours. As you put the final touches on your space, remember the art of editing. Step back and look at your room. Is there a surface that feels too busy? Is the eye able to rest? The goal is a collected, curated look, not a cluttered one. Sometimes, removing 1 or 2 items is more powerful than adding 10. Ensure there is a balance of objects, negative space, and a flow that feels natural. Trust your instincts. If it feels peaceful and joyful to you, then you have absolutely succeeded. And there we have it, my friends, your complete guide to crafting a tiny rustic haven this fall. We've journeyed from color theory to multifunctional furniture, from DIY projects to sensory details, all designed to prove that size is no barrier to immense style and comfort. Your small space is not a limitation, it's an opportunity to create an intentional, deeply personal, and incredibly cozy sanctuary that celebrates the very best of the autumn season. I hope you feel overflowing with inspiration and confidence to begin your own autumnal transformation. Remember, home decor is a journey, not a destination. Start with one corner, one DIY project, one new texture. I would be absolutely thrilled to see what you create. Please share your photos and ideas in the comments below. This community is such a wonderful source of inspiration. If this video brought you value and sparked ideas, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more content every week. Until next time, happy decorating!